Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's tutorial will be on how to make this beautiful 360-degree flay skirt. So that's what I'm going to be talking on. Do subscribe to the channel, share to friends, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell for more interesting videos. To be starting off with the measurements, all right? So I'm going to be working with a waist of 28 inches. So waist is 28 inches. So we're going to be dividing our 28 inches by 2. So when I divide this 28 by 2 to get half of my waist, I'm going to be having 14 inches. Okay, so this is my 14 inches. I'm going to be adding 1 inch extra to it, making it 15 inches. Okay, so this 1 inch is seam allowance. That's why I added it, making it 15 inches. Now, because I want to get a full circle, but I'm going to be working with half circle to get this, and this is what I'm going to work with. So I'm going to divide my 15 inches which I have here by half of pi, which is 3.142. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to divide this 15 by 3.142 to get the radius I'm working with. All right, so people, you may ask, how did I get 3.142? 3.142 is pi divided by 2. Okay, that's how I got this 3.142. So when I divide it, whatever I have, I'll put it here. So my 15 divided by 3.142, my 15 by 3.142, I'm having 4.777. So approximately I'm going to be having 4.75. Okay, now remember your waist was divided into 2. Okay, so this is giving us just a half circle. So we're going to be working with 2 of this. So I'm going to be cutting first of all with this one, and I'm going to also cut another circle with this one. Okay, so I'm going to put brackets, which means multiplication or times 2. All right, so I'm going to be having 2 of this 4.75. So let's guess. The next thing I'm going to talk on is how to calculate the full length of fabric to fold. Okay, so now remember our radius is 4.75. Okay, and then the full length of my skirt, the skirt part of my gown, I have 26 inches. I'm going to label it as F. 26 inches. This 26 inches, the seam allowance or hemming allowance is included in it. Okay, so now to get the fullness of the volume of fabric I'm going to work with, I'm going to add these two together. So F plus R, and I'm going to write the total of what I have. So when I add 26 plus 4.75 inches, I'm going to be having 30.75 inches. Okay, so this is the volume or the length of the fabric I'm going to be working with, okay, on a triangle fold form. So let's go. So this is the fabric we are working with. Okay, so first and first, I'm going to be measuring. We have 30.75 inches. I'm going to approximate it to 31 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to use my tape. I'm going to be measuring 31 inches. This is where my 31 inches stops. I'm going to place it on a fold this way. So I have on a fold 31 inches. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be folding it in a triangle format, which is this way. Okay, so that's what I'm going to go ahead now to do. My fabric this way in a triangle form. This is what I have. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and insert the measurements. All right, so first thing first is I'm going to be marking the radius. So we have a radius of 4.75 inches. I'm going to go ahead and mark it here. From the tip, I started from the tip, please. So I've gone ahead to mark it my 4.75. All right, then from here now, I'm going to go ahead and insert the full length of my skirt. Okay, so from here I'm going to be inserting the full length of my skirt. So the full length we are working with is 26 inches, which is here. Let me adjust the camera so I will see what we are doing. It's maybe a little bit low. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going ahead to insert the full length of my skirt. So the next thing I'm going ahead is to connect the points together to form my cone. Okay, because this is a flare. Okay, try to add extra have an insert. So this is what we have now for our one of the half circle flare. So now we're going to cut this out, then use it to cut out another flare. Okay, the same proportion. So now this is what we have. We're going to be using this to cut out another flare. Alright, this one now I've made it on a fold. This is for our second piece, which is going to be serving as our back. All right, now there's few alterations to this. The first one, we use 31 inches for the folding of our or the volume of our fabric. Now this one I use 33 inches, sorry. Reason is because the back piece is going to be having a zip, so we need provision for our zip allowance. That is why I added extra 2 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to be placing this on top this way. If you watch closely, you will see that having placed this, I have provision for my zip allowance. Okay, so this is for my where my zip is going to be. So what I'm going to do is just to go ahead, cut this out, cut it out, notch these areas for my zip allowance. All right, so let's go. At this point now, I'm going ahead to cut it out. So this is my front piece. This is the side. I'll go ahead and give it a notch here to indicate the center. Place it aside. Then this is my back piece. This is going to be serving as my center back where my zip is going to be. This area is going to be the side. All right. Now I'm going to slit it open. Okay. So our back is going to be 2 and our front is just going to be 1. Okay. So now this is what I have. So we'll go ahead with the stitching. This is my flare skirt now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be joining my back pieces to it, right side facing each other. So that's what I'm going to go ahead now to do. So I'm going to go ahead and run a stitch on the side. Now I'm going to be leaving few inches because I'm going to be putting a pocket. So I'm going to stitch 1 inch down, then leave 7 inches spacing for my pocket. All right, then close up the other side. These I also do to the other side of my skirt. So this is what we have after stitching. This is the result of our circle skirts. Do subscribe to the channel and watch out the next video on how to make a bustier with a shade cut out.
Don't forget to subscribe, share to friends, and turn on your notification bell for more interesting videos. See ya.